Trinidad and Tobago has the third highest suicide rate in the English-speaking Caribbean and, more worryingly, an above-average rate for a high-income nation. These were among the statistics presented during a media sensitization seminar at the Trinidad Hilton. The seminar, it's hoped, will change the media's approach to covering suicides and, in the process, aid with reducing the number of those thinking about that dark path. Peter Christopher reports.
For a country of our wealth, Trinidad and Tobago has an unusually high number of suicides. This was revealed by Professor Gerard Hutchinson, the head of the Clinical Medical Sciences at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine.
Most countries that have high suicide rates have low homicide rates, but Trinidad has both high homicide and suicide rates. But the country is almost divided in a way. If it's almost like two different countries if you look at homicide and suicide. So most homicides occur in the northeastern area, although that is also changing given recent events. And most of the suicides are concentrated in the south central area.
The psychiatrist explained that suicide shot up in Trinidad and Tobago in the late 1970s into the early 1980s and has been fairly high ever since. In the region, only Suriname and Guyana, the country with the highest suicide rate in the world, held a higher rate. He pointed out that most suicides took place in rural communities and often stemmed from family and love quarrels, although recently economic issues have been cited as well. The statistics show that Indo-Trinidadians were overwhelmingly more likely to commit the act. Another significant statistic was the ratio of suicide deaths between the genders.
We are the third highest suicide rate in the English-speaking Caribbean after Guyana and Suriname. In 2015, there were 111 deaths recorded as suicides, and the number of males who die by suicides is approximately 5 times more than that of females. Research has suggested for quite a while now that this is actually likely, as suicide by females have greater attempts, but actually males complete the act more readily.
This, it was explained, was mainly due to the method of self-harm used. Men, Dr. Hutchinson explained, were more likely to use more lethal means, but of greater concern, most people with thoughts of self-harm never sought care for mental health or any form of counseling. This is where it is hoped that the media can play a significant role.
Responsible media reporting on suicide has been shown to be an effective strategy for reducing suicide rates. There's a significant body of research to suggest that vulnerable individuals may be influenced by reports to engage in copycat behavior, particularly if the coverage is extensive, prominent, and/or explicitly describes the method of suicide.
Responsible media reporting, the seminar stressed, could help with those considering self-harm to seek help or reduce the amount of copycat attempts. Anyone with concerns is encouraged to contact the Ministry of Health or Lifeline for assistance. Peter Christopher, C News.